Okay, we were muted, sorry. Welcome to Sister to Sister. I'm Rama Ak.
Lily Christ.
How are you guys doing today? Today's topic is about the power of words. How do you feel about words?
Very powerful.
We use a lot of words. We
Yeah.
spell a lot of words.
Yeah.
So words are important, and I think it's smart for people to look at words as rituals or casting spells, and not necessarily in a bad way, but in a positive light also. So I don't know what brought us to think about this. Like maybe we should tell them that first. Like when we first started thinking about how words affect people, like what made us really like do the conversation like this.
Because we realized that as kids,
Hey, Nane.
I'm mad at you, but I love you though,
Why are you mad at her?
because she's supposed to be here.
You can't say that on live. You should have just said you'll tell me later.
Oh, sorry. I love you though, don't I? But but reason why we say that we said that because as kids, there was grown adults telling us, we're gonna be stupid, and they keep telling us over and over again. Then we subscribe to being stupid. Like me, for instance. I was being so stupid, not just by adults, but siblings. you know, so and I felt like I was stupid for a long time. I felt scared to talk, to do a lot of stuff because I felt stupid.
And I just want to apologize to you online for that. I didn't want to belittle you in any way. It's just sometimes words or descriptions of certain people, they're not their own description. Like sometimes we just listen to what other people got to say. We pass that shit on. So I'm sorry. Like I was getting verbally abused myself. So let me just say that.
I accept your apology. That's why I hated you so much, probably.
You hated me from jump though.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, probably, but still.
It's just words are just so powerful, and I think it just starts with the parents. I try to be a better parent than was afforded to me. Not saying my mom was a bad parent, she was a good parent, but a lot of her ways of speaking to me, it seems like it was like a scare tactic, and it made me like want to know more about it. Like instead of her telling me what it was, and then me making a conscious decision to recognize that that's probably not the way I need to go. But it wasn't necessarily my mom that was talking shit. It was more so other family members just belittling me and talking about my size.
Karen.
Let's not point out fingers, but it's just crazy how words stick to people. That's all I want to say. Like adults, like y'all gotta stop talking shit to y'all's kids. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm guilty of it too. Like I talk shit to my kids, but some of us take it to an extent to which children internalize that shit. Like parents that be calling their kids bitches, hoes, dumb, you ain't gonna be shit. Like, I wish I never had you. Those certain words can fuck a kid up.
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to watch my words with my son. Trying to, I don't call my son names, but I definitely do call their donors names. I need to stop doing that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because that would be an example of someone else internalizing another person's feelings of someone, because you're telling him that his dad's not shit. It might be true, but you're not allowing him to come up with his own interpretation of his father by giving him one. And he's just going to internalize that, and then it doesn't matter what it is. He's just going to think his dad is a piece of shit. He should see that for himself. I don't belittle my baby father to his son. I actually speak highly of him. I want my son to see things for himself, but I could only do so much, so just speak positivity. And then also on your end, you want to present yourself in the way that people are trying to manifest you to be. You know, you don't want to. Well, if they're speaking positive. Now, if they're speaking negative, then you don't want to manifest that shit for yourself. But I'm just saying, it's up to the person to be well, also to live up to, you know, whatever expectation or whatever people see you as. But just
Yeah.
be a good person. Don't talk shit, especially to your kids. I think that's like where it starts.
Yeah, it definitely starts with the kids because they start subconsciously thinking that whatever you're telling them is true about them. I mean, some people receive that shit. I received it for a while, you know, but I got out of it. I got out of that spell of words, and and it started as a child. My grandmother, she told me that I was going to be pregnant by 12 and work at McDonald's, but no, bitch, I worked at Wendy's. Okay, I worked at Wendy's, and I wasn't pregnant. Okay, so I just want my grandma Karen to know. I remember those words.
And we gotta also not sit up here and uplift one child and belittle another, because that was kind of the dynamic between me and her. Like, people put so much expectation on me. Like, I was supposed to be like everything. I was supposed to be a lawyer. I was supposed to go to college for 8 years, and I was supposed to, you know, just be a lawyer and just be great. Think about kids and all that shit later. And those expectations were so heavy. Like, people always like expected me to be that smart person. And when I got to high school, I realized, like, I'm not really that fucking smart. Like,
You are smart.
I'm smart, but there was people with like 4.2 GPAs. And I'm like, how the fuck do you get a 4.2? I thought it went to 4.0. Like, what the fuck? So I realized that I wasn't, at the highest level of intellect that people were pumping me to be, and when I did show that humanness, that flaw, not really flaw, but I showed that I wasn't, the best of the best of the best valedictorian type shit. Like, I feel like that low key depressed me, like, everybody kept telling me as I was growing up, oh, you're so smart, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. But like, when I realized that, they were just gassing me and shit, sometimes that could weigh on somebody, like, I felt some type of way for a while. Like, I really gave up the last year of my high school career. Like, I think I pretty much got straight F's the last year, which is weird because the first, like, I really tried as soon as I got into high school because of all the gas. Like, I got straight A's the first quarter, and it gets harder and harder as you dive into high school and shit. But I hit a wall to where I was just an average student. I was on honor roll, but I knew I wasn't going to be valedictorian. So I pretty much said, fuck it at the end of the year, because I wasn't reaching the goals that everybody wanted me to reach. So I blew it, and I got pregnant in high school. That's another thing. And once that happened, like, I completely deflated, because now not only did I disappoint and not show how smart I was, because I wasn't even as smart as the valedictorians, but now I'm fucking pregnant. So people are completely telling me I'm going to drop out and I'm not going to win at all. So just be careful with comparing people and belittling people when they don't meet your expectations, like, don't do that to children. Don't do that shit.
Yeah, for sure. That damaged me.
I'm sorry. They should have been gassing you, because you did well. And she didn't have a baby until what, you was 27?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had a baby at 17, 10 years before that. Okay. And like, she always had a good job. She works for Coda, like, she's into her little business ventures, as am I, but it's like, people always downing the supposed black sheep when they be the diamonds in the rough that you need to actually put pressure to do well on. So we just got to stop doing that. We got to show equal love to our children, because that's just fucked up.
It is fucked up. Yeah, words are really powerful. Like, it's really powerful. Like, even with our brother Reginald, Or Jabari,
Jabari, Reggie, Robert.
We used to-
They got it. They was after you was first, I was second, and then our brothers. So
yeah, but we always called him stupid.
that's what I'm saying. Like it passed, it went down, and we've apologized to our brothers, but we used to bully the fuck out of our brothers, and it shows. Like it really fucking shows. All the shit we used to talk to our brothers, calling them stupid, calling them ugly, beating them up when my mom wasn't looking. Like you think that's just what kids do and shit, but
Just passed down.
yeah, when you actually bring it up again as adults, like if somebody calls them stupid or calls them ugly, that's like a triggering feeling, like, and they might really like go back to the time where they was feeling so small, and that's fucked up.
Yeah.
So,
I used to get mad when people called me ugly, especially when I was feeling cute, and a nigga might call me a fat, ugly bitch. I laugh at it now. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Shit. I don't give a fuck. But
yeah.
But like that shit used to trigger me a lot. That stupid word used to trigger me. I know what triggered your ass. You hate to be called stupid. You was stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, though, like it's just a lot of shit. Like I be careful with what words you put on your kids.
Right. Be quiet, Courtney. Don't laugh.
She always laughing at negative shit. You know what? I ain't gonna put no words on you because I'm trying to be positive, Courtney.
Shut up.
But yeah, you just gotta
be careful.
Be careful.
Parents we're speaking to right now. Like parents, stop talking shit to your kids.
Stop calling them bitches.
Picking favorites. Stop picking fucking favorites. Stop picking favorites. I don't care what the Bible said, okay, about Jacob and Esau and all that bullshit. Like don't do that shit, okay? Because obviously that started some shit, right?
And she said, growing up
dark skin, I used to get called names. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And like
me too, girl. Me too. I feel your pain.
You never got called dark skin, nigga.
I'm dark skinned.
You're not.
Why are you putting words on me right now? Why can't I feel like I'm dark skinned?
You said I was from the Caucasus Mountain a couple of days ago. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, yeah, you know what? And Courtney, I'm sorry you had to go through that because I used to talk about dark skinned people.
You used to talk about her specifically as a dark skinned person.
Who, Courtney?
Yeah, you always call her black ass. No, we did that to Spike. You didn't do that to Courtney.
No, I probably did it to Courtney because she always talked about my gap.
Oh, well, we just gotta spread love. You know what I mean? Like, and to the point of the dark skinnedness. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of dark-skinned people go through some bullshit, not only outside the house, but in the house. Because as soon as parents get pissed off, oh, get your black ass upstairs. Take your black ass to bed. Black ass, black ass. Mm-hmm. Okay? And you might not think that's so harsh, but just think about what happened at school, that morning. Not only was she being called black ass, it was some other shit like African booty scratcher, tar baby.
You used to call somebody tar baby.
That's why I'm bringing it up. I'm sideways apologizing. Okay. Mm-hmm. I apologize, Tylana. I didn't mean to call you that. You're beautiful. Like I don't know why we do shit like that. I do know why. Again, that's that passing it down because we've been taught that dark skin is ugly, for whatever fucking reason. It's stupid, but we believed it, and we used to
Jim Crow.
Yeah. And we're projecting that on our own people. And, some kids are going to school, dealing with that shit, and then going home and dealing with it some more. And that shit's fucked up. So I'm sorry you had to go through. My mom says that. You're funny as fuck.
No, your mom, she's dark skinned. I don't know why she said that. Okay.
Because again, that's another proof. She is dark skinned. Mm-hmm. She might have got the shit. She's older. The further back in time you go, the worse it is for dark-skinned people. Mm-hmm. So, Courtney, you got it bad. And, mom probably made some side comments too sometimes, but just imagine what she went through. So we just got to look back in time and see where it came from and then try to stop the cycle right there. We can't be bitter and just keep talking shit, because now that you understand that you're a beautiful dark-skinned woman, I would hope that you would tell other beautiful dark-skinned women that they're beautiful, no matter what. I don't want you to be like, oh, you're cute for a dark-skinned girl. Oh,
yeah, because you do that a lot, Courtney.
What?
She does that a lot.
I don't know about that, okay? But bottom line, I'm not trying to call nobody out.
I'm calling out.
the point of the matter is
But I love you.
we got to stop the cycle and just spread love. Like if I see a woman with a gap, like I tell her she's beautiful. I tell my daughter she's beautiful every fucking day and she has a gap because I don't want her to think that she's not
Yeah,
because of it.
they think gaps. There's something wrong with gaps. Like, oh, you need to get your teeth fixed. Why? Because you got a gap. Like, okay, my teeth is white. I clean them.
Love on your kids. Love on them motherfuckers. Parents, love your kids. And then we got to do better as brothers and sisters to one another too, because like we said, we used to bully our fucking siblings, bro, and that's just not cool. I do not tell a dark skinned woman she's
Courtney
pretty
Big
for a
Cat.
dark skin. I believe you, Courtney.
No, I heard her say it before.
Really?
It was a while ago.
Oh,
Or
well,
maybe somebody said that to her and she was reciting that. Probably. That's probably what
yeah,
it was.
probably. Yeah,
That's
no,
probably
she was.
what,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that. Like she.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Don't be calling
Yeah,
me out.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So she probably right. Maybe you was reciting something that someone said.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
She said that, yeah, people always tell her she's pretty for a dark skinned girl, and that's fucked up.
Do you find that offensive?
Yeah, I think that's where the conversation came from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, stop doing that shit. Siblings, be better siblings to your brother and sisters and your cousins too. Because I bullied a lot of my fucking cousins too. Like, oh my god.
And they hate black women. Kim.
Yeah, as long as you don't say the name that he calls himself by. You can call his government. Don't nobody call him that no more. But we used to bully this man. We threw raisins at him. He's a handsome dark skinned man. Handsome dark skinned man. Seriously. We really drove him down.
I threw raisins at him. That just went over my head.
We threw raisins at him. And it's fucked up because as we were throwing the raisins at him, we were calling him a raisin. Like what?
What the fuck?
We were cruel kids.
I didn't do that to him. All I said, he looked like a crackhead version of Cassidy. I
really just hated myself, and that's the truth. Like I really hated myself as a child, and I wanted to inflict that on everyone else instead of stopping the cycle. But I didn't realize I was in the cycle. But
yeah, we didn't realize that at all. And
yeah.
She said, yeah, it's offensive when a man or woman said that to me.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I
just
know.
Like, what that's supposed to mean, bitch? For a dark skinned woman, are we supposed to be ugly? The fuck?
Right. Black people say it to black people, like, "Oh, you're pretty for dark skin." Other races say it to us too, like, "Oh, you're pretty for a black girl." Like in general, like overall. So it's just like, I don't know. We have an expectation to be looking trashy, I guess, and that's just been passed down. So when you do see somebody who loves themselves and takes care of themselves, it's always like a fucking shock. Like, oh, like that's fucked up. So
yeah, it is fucked up. So we just gotta be careful what we say. And we know it was a last minute podcast, so it was just on our mind, but we have to be careful what we say to people. Because it causes trauma.
Our friends too. Be careful what you say to your friends, bro. Like on everything. Because some people tell your business.
I used to be that bitch. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I haven't did that in like a lot of years, but because I'm a better person, that's why I have the friends that I have now. But hell yeah, shit, don't piss me off, bitch. When I was 20 years old, oh okay, I'm about to tell everybody you had this.
Right,
so yeah, be careful.
Business and shit.
Be careful.
Like, oh, that bitch dirty. Her room dirty as fuck. Look at her shit. Like that's crazy because like if you have children, you can expect your house to be dirty like probably 2 or 3 times a day. Like you have to clean it. Yeah, even if you clean it.
Trust me,
if you
annoying.
if you got a fake ass friend coming over and your kids is over there who live there and they're fucking up and you're entertaining the friend, so you're not really doing nothing with your house, and your friend, if it's not a real friend, it's like, oh, she let her kids do whatever the fuck, like, oh, her kids is fucking up. And don't bring no friends like that around you. Don't tell your friends your personal business either. Like, oh yeah, like I'm really down on my luck, I need $10 or shit like that. Now your friend running around telling everybody you a broke bitch and manifesting brokenness for you. So Make sure you have genuine friends also
Yeah,
around you.
genuine friends. I'm a genuine friend now. I am. I pat myself on the back. How good
Me
of a friend
too.
I
I think
am.
I'm a good friend. I feel like I'm a good friend
Yeah, I'm definitely a good friend. You know.
when I'm an active friend. Like I haven't really been active in my friendships lately because I'm just going through my own bullshit.
And they don't deserve it.
It's not that. It's really not. It's always peace and love. And that's another thing with friendships. Like don't be selfish in your friendships. Like don't sit up here and think that everybody got to come through and pick up your phone call when you call them and deal with you every 10 seconds. Like that's selfish as fuck. Like you got to recognize that sometimes your friends got their own shit to deal with and maybe they need that space to deal with it, because I know my friends take up a lot of my time. Like when I was kicking it, I wasn't worried about shit. Like I would cook dinner late as fuck, you know like I was off task. I was just doing a bunch of shit. So just
Just be careful what you say to people.
just be careful who you're
Yeah,
around.
just be careful. I need to be careful too because I know how to manifest some shit, and I just had to, I guess we want to call it, rebuke myself when I told myself that grandma needs to, yeah. But I can't say shit like that. It's bad. Who knows how?
Yeah, it might seem like we contradict ourselves, but like it's not really a contradiction. It's like a self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not saying we're not doing it. Like we definitely do it, but we're recognizing it and trying
Yeah,
to make a change.
recognizing is the first step. Yeah,
Recognizing
yeah,
is the first step. You have to.
yeah. You gotta recognize your bullshit.
That's why people don't change, because they don't be recognizing it,
I know.
or they be in denial. They recognize that
I
shit.
don't be in denial no more.
I don't either.
I know I'm lazy.
I really say I'm lazy.
Yeah,
Like
I need to stop speaking that shit to myself.
we do. See,
Yeah.
here we go. Words. Not
Mhm.
lazy, just what would be a good word? Incapacitated,
I don't fucking know. I just
overcumbered.
pretty much. But
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, that just sums it up, I mean it's more to it, but we want to go to the casino and get rich.
Yeah, we about to go to the
So
casino, y'all. So I got my poker jacket
Mhm.
on. Wish me luck. I'm about to play Texas
I'm about to
Hold'em.
find my kid's dad.
But yeah, just speak words of positivity always.
Always positive words, even if you don't like that person. If you don't like that person, just don't think of them because that's hard to speak something positive to someone you don't like. So I got to cancel a few elders out in my
Yeah,
life.
we were just speaking negative on a few people. So even if you do happen to speak negative, just recognize it and try to change.
Mhm. I said what I said though.
You did.
Mhm.
All right, well, ready to play poker? We about to play poker.
Yep.
All
So,
right.
nothing but peace and love. Just be careful what you say to your kids, especially. Like, don't call them the G word or anything.
Gay.
Yeah, don't call them that. Don't sit here and, you know, tell them that because they're gonna believe that when they get older.
Before we go, do you think calling your child gay is kind of like sexualizing them?
That's deep. That's deep. We will get that back to that on the LGBT podcast.
All right. Peace and love.
Peace and love always. Lily Christ.
Rama Aunt, sister to sister.
And we see y'all later.
All right. Love y'all. Bye.
I might.